Hey folks, so it's Orks versus Eldar, 1850 points, and we're practicing for Capital City Bloodbath, so we're using one of their practice missions, Scenario 1, Take and Hold. So it's a primary mission, you've got two objectives, and the objectives are worth different amounts of points depending on whether you're holding or contesting, and the secondary one is kill points, and it's double kill points. Ooh, it's painful. Anyways, with that said, let's take a look at the armies. So, for the Orks, we've got Gazgul's Bully Boys and a Pain Boy inside this truck here. We've got some more of Gazgul's Bully Boys and a Pain Boy in the truck. In front of the big Stompa, we've got a small group of Grots and a Runt Herder. Now, this is a special Stompa. It's actually Buzzgob's Big Mech Stompa, and inside it we've got 5 Ludas. We have another group of 5 Ludas with 3 mechs associated with them, and this Stompa has like a lifter-dropper, a belly cannon, it's got a bunch of rockets on it, it's pretty gross. And on the far side, we've got a small group of Grots with a Runt Herder. We also have the Mega Dread ready to run into the Eldar and rip apart jet bikes. And then we have another group of the Bully Boys in a truck. No Pain Boy. We've got 3 Scatter Laser bikes. We have 3 more Scatter Laser bikes for the Eldar with a Farseer in this group. We have the Scorpion 2 Super Heavy all set to go. Rain down death upon the Orks. We also have a small group of jet bikes here, Scatter Laser. We've got a squadron of Hornets. They've got their pulse lasers. And we have another small group of Scatter Laser jet bikes. In reserve, we've got a Crimson Hunter. And we managed to roll the infiltrate warlord trait. So we've got 3 of the warp spiders infiltrating here, and then my Farseer is in the back. So this mission here is a little different. There's 2 objectives basically on the table. If I own my objective, I get 2 points. If he contests it, he gets 1 point. And if I own his, I get 4. And if I contest his, I get 2 points. So my whole plan was to stay around this objective, try and farm as many points as possible, and create a stopgap in between me and the assaulting units if I can't kill off all the trucks, because there's going to be a lot of hard-hitting units coming in with pinchy claws and stuff. So what I did is I tried to move my various different units up into some half-decent positions while still trying to manage to get some cover here and there. But for the most part, I did fire everything into this truck. I did blow it up, which was good. So he's on foot there. Ignored these guys. There was nothing I could do right now with them. Over here, really ignored them, and I did fire at the Stompa but didn't cause any damage. Immobilized that truck, and I did manage to destroy that one. It exploded and the guys spilled out. So their turn, they rushed forwards. The Bully Boys are basically jumping out of the vehicles, rushing forward. Stompa moved up, fired off all its missiles and a lot of its different weapons. I tried to get a little tricky with the warp spiders, move them up to act as more of a stopgap, but it didn't quite work. Might have been a bad idea. Lost a bike here, and the lifter grab-a-drop-out thingy picked up one of the Hornets and smashed it to the ground, and I did manage to get a hull point off of this Hornet here, which was too bad. And they're jinking. So over on the other side here, we lost the jet bikes, and we lost a full unit of jet bikes over here too. But we passed all of our leadership checks, so that was good. Now, this is pretty much where I'm trying to save myself here. I'm focusing any shot I can into the Stompa, try and knock those shields down so I can throw my D weapons on it and hope to get a decent result and just destroy it. But it's not working out yet. Did manage to chew off a few of these shields. I'm still trying to keep some units around that objective, farming some points. Crimson Hunter came on and just vector danced again. Any shot I could get onto the Stompa, I did, and everything else went into the Bully Boys. But really no big damage. Bully Boys on the Orcs' turn continued to run up, shooting at me. Really not a lot of damage so far. I did lose a few of my Warp Spiders to an assault from the Stompa, and I did lose one of my Farseers, which actually hurt because he was the one that had invisibility. So that was a little sad. Again, Mega Dread just running up through. These Bully Boys are just continuing to move up. So it came down to this. I had to just put every, again, shot I could to get the final shields down and fire in with my D weapons in hopes to destroy that Stompa. We did manage to kill it. Everything died except for one Luda, and that's gonna bite me in the butt not killing off that Luda, because he's gonna just, you know, it always comes down to that one guy, and that one guy, he just causes havoc regardless of just how powerful he is, whether he's a grot or some crazy space wolf guy. So few shots in the Mega Dread, no damage from the Crimson Hunter. And of course, as predicted, that Luda fires in and destroys my Hornet. Bully Boys continuing to move up through the center here, and these guys are pretty much holding pretty solid. The Mega Dread's pretty much moving up right through that center, followed in by a bunch of Bully Boys. So he's continuing to farm these points, get some decent points up, and really just throwing everything he can to try and assault me. So my response, I tried to basically flat out these guys up to the top here and maybe hold and move around as best I could. Firing in the Bully Boys, not really causing any damage, which was a little bit sad. I shouldn't have left those jet bikes there. All I was thinking about is, oh, I need to farm points. These guys are moving up through the center. I wanted to kill off the grots here and just focus on his troops so I could contest or even send an objective secured unit in to maybe get his objective to a little bit later on. But so far, not working out so well. But we did manage to kill off the Mega Dread, which was very good. So I was very glad that the two big units were out. Now it's just those small troops that have a 2+ save with feel no pain. So evil. Anyways, let's see the Orks. So Orks came in, Bully Boys ran up through the forest. They didn't make their assault, thankfully. I was really worried about that. But these guys did manage to assault in and killed off a bunch of the warp spiders and the jet bikes. So that was a pretty unfortunate happening. But we're not doing too bad so far, even though we did lose one of the objectives. Boo. So I'm trying to push up in the center and basically turbo boosted with my Scorpion. Jet bikes moved around. Tried to fire in these guys. Psychic Shriek. I could have killed off that entire unit, but I missed with the 2-hit roll. Oh, I hope that fact comes into play soon. Killed off a few of the Bully Boys. They're fearless. It doesn't matter. Basically, warp spiders came in, destroyed that. The jet bikes were shot, and they were falling back, so they just haven't regrouped yet. They're still falling back. More Orks running around, causing havoc. So the grots did actually run off the table while these Bully Boys are basically moving in and consolidating around that objective. They fired in and killed off the remaining warp spiders that were up at the top there. Crimson Hunter just kind of dancing around, doing nothing it's very ineffective. Fired in with my Big Blast templates for my D weapons, didn't cause any damage. Those guys are still running away, and I moved the warp spiders around to this side to maybe hide them and secure line breaker if anything. So at this point, he's starting to farm those points solidly. There's not much I can do, and it's 4 points a turn for him on that side, 2 points for this side, so it's just 6 points a turn, and it's just bouncing up. I'm trying to move in, trying to shoot a few guys here and there, but just not causing enough damage. I just don't have that ability to cause enough pressure. Did kill off a few of the Bully Boys, but nothing too effective. The game actually went through to turn 7, and these jet bikes actually rallied, which was kind of nice, but too little, too late. And the game pretty much ended with a 7-point difference. I think it was like 20-something to 30-something. No, it was 31 to 38. So 7-point difference. It was a pretty intense fight, I have to say. I'm really looking forward to Capital City Bloodbath, and I really like this opportunity to be able to play a few games beforehand and let some people test out their army. Me still trying to figure out what I'm going to be fielding, if I'm going to be bringing my Eldar, if I'm going to be bringing my Harlequins. Not too sure yet, but it was a lot of fun. One thing for sure, I wish I could get more something out of that Scorpion, because I love having it on the table. It just doesn't seem to be as effective as I'd like it to be. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.